Hello, one and all, and welcome back to Campaign 12, Ill Omens. I am your host, as always, Verenity Void. This year's Part 2. We're starting off in 1471 and getting right into the action. But first, a little recap. These first couple parts, I like to recap what happened in the last episode, just so you know what happened and maybe you want to see that last episode. But after like part 3 or 4, I want to read some more national ideas. So, in the last part, we did see Pepsi's submissions go after each other. The meta-slavettes have been fully partitioned between the meta-slavers and meta-slaves. Sulu tried to get involved over here, but failed to do so, I would say. Nothing really happened in the Tibetan Thunderdome. Teardrop got annexed by teammates. And then, what else did we have? Africa was pretty silent. Europe was pretty silent as well. Was there a minor war? I don't think there even was a minor war. I don't think there are any truces, right? No, there isn't. There's no truces. But yeah, the only wars that happened in part 1 really were in the New World. We had Hoyenshe take out Dwilji, or Dwil. I forgot how did I pronounce it? Yeah, Dwilji. That was the only one that got knocked out. So Hoyenshe is just rivaled with Tawira. And then, the one thing I had to change around was that Big Caddo I saw was High American Tech, which is explicitly not allowed. Between part 1 and part 2, I was able to switch around Big Caddo's technology group to Western technology. The only thing is I have to watch for Big Caddo's reforms so that once they hit the Tier 5 military doctrines and organization, they do not pick the Manchur army. That's really about it. Once they hit that point, I need to roll a dice and then just pick one for them, and that'll be that. I'll roll the dice only if they pick this reform. If they do not pick this reform, we're fine. But we'll see. Other than that, let's get started. We're going to try and go to about 1490 something. I am not entirely sure when we're going to stop, but we're going to wing it. And I'm sorry if I'm not as high energy or as if my voice doesn't carry as much as usual. I am very tired when I'm recording this, but I do want to record part 2, just so that I know things are okay. That's really about it. I don't mean to sound tired, but it might come through in the recording. I hope it doesn't, but who knows. Jianzhou still going after Tsushima, but that's not really going to work. And then I think Wu is going to be fully annexed. The meta-slaves are doing work. They are doing what they are meant to do, which is be a slave to the meta. I should note as well, this part 2 should see the first actual national ideas be unlocked across all of the nations on the map. Because we're getting national ideas filled out slowly but surely. I'm not entirely sure how many technology groups we're gonna get, or idea groups we're gonna get, but who knows. So Dumnonia has their first national idea, ship trade power propagation. Actually, all of them in this Thunderdome of the Isles, they have their first national idea up and going. So there could be some sparks flying very soon. Armies are getting more powerful. Economies are getting more powerful. It's gonna get interesting real soon. I also have to see at the end of this part if, what's it called? If the nations like Zazao and Kong that are tribal, if they reach the end of their reform, their government reform path, that way between part 2 and part 3, I will be able to choose, roll a dice and choose if they go monarchy, republic, or theocracy. Okay, we do. All right, hold on. So Wu is still under attack, and it's I'm thinking Wu was gonna get fully annexed. If not, they will be left with like maybe 1 or 2 provinces. That's being generous, but I mean, oh my God. The meta slaves, they even made a landing on Sulu, and well, I mean, the landing was pushed back into the sea, but still, making a landing on the Philippines is no small feat. We have Galicia Grande going after Bahia, and then we have Makassar going after Bali for Buru. Where's Buru? I don't know where Buru is. Let me see. Oh, okay. I don't think Makassar is going to get over there, but, you know, sure, why not? Galicia Grande, they are pushing back, and they're pushing hard. Galicia Grande has a little bit less discipline, but has the morale and tactics advantage. Because indeed, Galicia Grande is 1 military tech ahead. 1 military tech is all it takes to tip the scales, and Marajo doesn't have any, they don't have any manpower left. I guess that, what's it called? That initiative that Marajo took in the first war is, it's being thrown back at them. Galicia Grande takes the initiative and just runs with it. We have Gwyneth going after Stradnith. So Gwyneth is going after Dumnonia and Tausai. Strathclyde. Oh no, Dumnonia is at war with Gwyneth and Wasconia. So Wasconia versus Tausai, Dumnonia versus Gwyneth. And I don't think Dumnonia has really a shot in this at all because of, you know, plus 20% morale of armies. That's a little much. Oh wait, no. Is that Strathclyde? Oh, that is Strathclyde. Never mind. So, Dumnonia may actually have a chance there. Tausai, they're fighting Wasconia, and it's not working out. Wasconia has 1 whole point of morale more. Oh my god. Oh no. Tausai went for increased serfdom. Oh, that's such a bad choice in the event. The AI chose poorly, and the AI is paying for it. Ouch. That is something that, well, that's just chance, man. That's just RNG. Getting the event, and then, well, the AI choosing the bad option in the event, that's... I can't do anything about that, man. That is purely AI decision making. Wasconia, though, is they're not taking the initiative in going after Tausai's mainland until now. And I don't think, what's it called, Dumnonia is able to really push out Gwyneth. So Gwyneth looks like they're going to siege down the capital of Karnal. And Dumnonia, they have no army. They have nothing to fight back with. They might very well be exiled to mainland Europe if this war works out with Tausai getting separate peace. And with that defeat over here from Tausai, separate peace might be in order. Those cavalry regiments, they're gonna be culled. Ouch. Yeah, I don't really think the Cornish are going to be able to do much, unfortunately. It is looking very grim. Is this a colony? No. Oh, the colony's in Picardy. Tausai may be actually able to burn that colony. No, Taosai evacuates because they see Wasconia's army is coming and they don't want to be around, but it's too late. They've been trapped. They've been culled. Wu got almost fully animated. They have a 666. And oh my god. 500. But, you know, Wu was still alive somehow. Not sure how, but the meta slaves, they take no mercy, they take no prisoners. Gwyneth called in Strathclyde too. Okay, so Strathclyde that's why they were moving around. And I do believe that, you know, Dumnoni is not going to last long. That's just the long and short of it. Shoshone reached out to the Golden Eighth, and Shoshone is going to pay the iron price. This is... You know, Shoshone, I replaced Wichita with Pawnee to give, you know, Big Kato some room. And I thought, you know, you might ally with another totemist nation, but I guess not. And this is what happens. Because the Golden Eighth is one military tech ahead. And that sometimes that's all it takes. One military tech and a dream. Because, hot damn, Dumnonia is almost knocked out entirely. Dumnonia is exiled to mainland Europe. Gwyneth takes a huge lead in the Isles. Strathclyde would be wise to be worried about what happens next. Taosai only allied with Qi Shi at this point. Two of these nations only find friends with themselves, unfortunately. And then Galicia Grande, that war doesn't really seem to be going anywhere. It seems like Marajo is able to eke out an existence despite losing battle after battle. Galicia Grande, though, like they're still putting pressure. They're still winning the battles, and is this... you don't want to take the colony back? Okay. Okay, that's... I don't decide these things. This is just what happens amongst the AI. Paraguay, no allies, no nothing, and Galicia Grande pieces out, takes only, I would say, 2 provinces and a colony. Marajo is by no means out of this. They're just, they're pushed back somewhat. And here we have Big Kato under attack again. However, Totonac can know... Oh, Big Kato is going after Totonac. Totonac cannot siege down the capital, though. However, Kato can't win the battles. Like, they're on the same military tech level, but Kato just does not have the quantity to do much of anything here. And all this war is doing is... One, it's giving military experience to Totonac, and 2, it's softening up Totonac for Paradox and Campeche. So, you know, it's gonna be interesting when Campeche finally gets involved. I don't know, man. Campeche might be a sleeper. Makassar is blockading Bali's ports, and I just, like, really, nothing's gonna happen here. Oh, they peaced out, okay. They peaced out finally. Makassar and Bali can go back to their colonizing ways. And all goes back to the way it was. Where is the S colonizing? It's colonizing in the Himalayan mountains. Circassia allied with Rostov. Moldavia allied with the Belobog. Polotsk is not allied with anyone. Constantinople is allied with Austria. Ramazan with the Mamluks. Armenia with no one. The Basri Order with no one. Yaman is allied with Kerman. Damot not with anyone. And let's see, the Rustamids still allied with Wasconia, Gascony. What else do we got? Cuyana, not allied with anyone. The Mapuche, not allied with anyone. And, okay, you know, if Totonac can just get a little bit more troops to that siege at Caddoland, then Big Cato will suddenly be in trouble. Even then, though, you can see here, minus 71%. That's going to be a super long siege. It is going to be very rough trying to get anything done in Cato's own land. But the Shoshone, they lost 2 provinces to the Golden Eighth. Therefore, Shoshone, you just need allies. You just need allies. It's that simple. The Papal State allied with Berry and Coburg. Holland allied with Berry. Catalonia finally allied with someone, and that someone is Strathclyde. Serbia is not allied with anyone. Ingria not allied with anyone. The Delta Squadrons, same thing. They're all by their lonesome. Chahar and Shun, they're just chilling. The Jianzhou Alliance, no longer allied with anyone in Japan. Utsunomiya is still allied with Amago. And Kitabatake, not allied with a single person. Interesting. Any other wars going on? Nope, it's only Cato still taking on, or trying to take on, Totonac. But like I said before, they have won like no battles against Totonac. If you want to win the war, you gotta win the battle with inferior numbers. I don't know if that's even possible for Cato. Any other wars? No, okay. So let's do a little bit of Speed 5 for a year, because I want to see if this war goes anywhere. No. Cato, again, they lose the battle, and it goes nowhere. Okay, and there you go. Paradox is now going in after Totonac. So, Paradox gets pushed back? What? No way. Are y'all really just... Totonac doesn't even have any direct military buffs in terms of their national ideas. They took the quantity idea group and they are rolling with it. Is Khan Pech in this war? They are not. Paradox is going in solo. And Totonac is looking like an absolute fucking hero. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Totonac, your general here. What is this man's name? Aksakaya. God damn it, stop moving. Aksakaya Naoyotl? Mr. Naoyotl is saving your entire country's ass right now. He is making things happen and is absolutely being the shield for the entire nation. That's basically it. Totonac is making a stand and is looking high and mighty through all of this. The infected subjugation of Cato is here, and yeah. The birds they might get eaten by the undead. The slaves are going after the meta-slaves. Meta-slavers are defending... Wait. The meta-slaves are defending against meta-slavers. That's kind of interesting, because the meta-slaves, pink, is 1 military tech ahead, but green bests them. That is very interesting. I think it might be because meta-slavers have more... they have unlocked more of quantity ideas. That could be the case here, why they are doing better, despite being smaller. It could also be because the land that green has might just be more valuable in general. But I find that hard to believe when pink has Guangzhou and it's 29 development. Like, that's some good shit. That's some real good shit. But I don't know. I really thought pink would be coming out on top in terms of this war, but I guess their military just... It's not enough. Actually, they have the first national ID unlocked. That's what it is. That's what it is. Infantry fire. That bonus infantry fire will absolutely do it. So Totonac pieced out with Caddo, and they didn't take anything, but you know, Caddo is they're roughing it out with the undead at this point. And Totonac is now taking the offensive against Paradox, but finally Conpetch joins in on the side of Paradox, and I think this will finally be too much for Totonac to deal with. I could be wrong. Totonac has been proving me wrong so far in part 1 and so far in part 2, but a 2v1 is very difficult to overcome. They have their first national idea unlocked. National unrest goes down and national tax goes up, which, you know, it's good, but they're running low on manpower as it is. They're running very low. There's a breach in the capital. Oh my god, are you actually doing it? They fucking did it. Oh my god. You absolute mad lads. Holy shit. I want to see you prosper, Totonac. You have proven beyond a shadow of a doubt how fucking good you are. Oh my goodness. And you're on the same tech level as Paradox too. Oh my goodness. Caddo over here. They are actually doing a good job at fighting the undead. However, the undead, they're not quite done yet. Whoever claims this province right here is going to be doing very fucking well, because that's a very nice 17 development. If Caddo gets it, they probably get the upper hand on the undead. If the undead get it, Caddo is going to be struggling a hell of a lot. Totonac, they lost a battle down here, but oh no, they didn't. Conpetch lost a battle, and so did Paradox. Brother, Totonac, proven like the Mesoamericans proud. Holy shit! I need to see what's going on else in the world, but goddamn, doing some good shit down there, Totonac. Are You Okay is going after Sakya. Okay. And then we have Fortu, Memmingen, and Chishi going after Strathclyde, Catalonia, and Gwynedd. That's a very interesting war. Let's take a look at the diplomatic map mode as I get a drink of water, because this is awkward. Fortu taking on Gwynedd and Strathclyde. So, Fortu, 2 national ideas unlocked. They have way more national land force limit, and their forts are harder to break. Got it. Military tech 6, 5, so they're also 1 military tech ahead. Gwynedd, only 1 national idea, and Strathclyde has 2 national ideas, and they have additional morale of armies. It's going to be big, but the military tech might be bigger. So Fortu, Chishi, and Memmingen. And who are you allied with on the mainland? Catalonia. Alright. So Catalonia is going to be they can fight Memmingen, and I expect they will. Chishi has some vulnerable provinces on the mainland that could induce war exhaustion if they are occupied. Catalonia, though... So Catalonia is not on the side of Chishi, and so okay. My bad. Catalonia and Memmingen are on the same side. So Catalonia and Memmingen are gonna occupy all these like singular provinces. Wait, what? Oh my god. I'm getting confused with colors. There's so much going on. Okay, Catalonia and Memmingen are at war with each other. That's why they are fighting here in this super valuable province of Friesland. Strathclyde fully occupied up here in their mainland. Fortu is looking very strong right now, but they also got to take on Gwynedd. I I'm not sure if Gwyneth can really hold out, though, against Fortru's, like, mighty 19k army. And also, Fortru has plenty of reserves. Fortru, I think they have their army somewhere else, which means I think Fortru is just going to walk all over. No, Strathclyde just had their army wiped out. Holy shit. Yeah, Fortru is going to dominate the Isles at this point. There's no hope for Gwyneth. Not when they're one military tech behind. No, there's no way out of that. And Memmingen is doing their part. Catalonia, they're regrouping in their own land, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Strathclyde, they might be exiled to Iberia at this point. What else do we got? Somehow, Totonac, they are living on a hope and a dream. They have less than 3,000 troops. But goddamn it, they want to win. Oh no. Oh, Conpetch pieced out, so now only Paradox is in this. Paradox has more than enough troops to technically overwhelm Totonac. But, okay, they pieced out. Paradox pieced out. I don't know what the peace treaty was, but that's for Paradox and Conpetch. That's humiliating. And it's pretty humiliating for Caddo too, because that's the second offensive war they declared against Totonac, and it's the second offensive war they lost. However, they did peace out against the Rising Undead, and Caddo did take this province right here of 17 development, so that is going to be a very, very nice province to add. Rise of the Undead is still very much active though, and they are not done by any means. Oh, some good action. Some good action indeed. Jeonjo is going after the Korean province that was taken by Kita Batake, so that's going to be pretty easily taken. Sakya is now being divided by Yargyab and Are You Okay? Everyone seems to have abandoned Sakya for some reason. So, Are You Okay has effectively cleaved their own part away. Yargyab probably going to take the rest of Sakya, if I am seeing this correctly. And Sakya has no military left, so the Tulku here is dead in the water, if I have to say. Johor, mind telling me where you are going? You know what? I'm going to investigate myself. Where the hell is your colonist? Oh. I didn't notice this was Johor. I thought this was Death Pact. My bad. But yeah, Are You Okay? They're not gaining as much power as they did in the test run. However, they're doing pretty good so far. Are You Okay is allied with Latolo and Golok. Death Pact is allied with teammates. Just Not is allied with the strongest team on Earth, and the S is not allied with a single team. Interesting. And obviously, Kita Batake cannot keep control of that province. It should be noted that the green, the meta-slavers, they completely wiped the floor with the meta-slaves. However, meta-slaves, they still have their coastal provinces, so they're not out of the game just yet. Once they unlock their national ideas, they will very much be on par with the meta-slavers. Tiwi, slowly reaching out to Penacony. Slowly, ever so slowly. I was gonna say, is Totonac under attack again? By who? Like, they should have truces with everyone. But, yeah. I want to see the state of the nation right now. They have a lot of money, no manpower. They are, they're struggling, but they're proving people wrong. Excuse me. They are proving a lot of people wrong, and I'm happy they are. I counted them out from the very beginning. because in the test run they did not look strong at all. But god damn it, they're making it happen. And plus, this is also with a 10% morale of armies penalty because of the gimmick of this campaign. So, you know, it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens. And Kanpech, they're doing their own things. They don't have any morale of armies bonus, but the religion, the Mayan religion, gives construction costs plus 10%. And global possible number of buildings -1. So Kanpech really needs to develop the land in order to get buildings built. Galicia Grande defending against Marajo. Marajo is taking the initiative. However, okay, they're on the same military tech level this time. And Marajo has more troops in the bank and more troops on the ground. However, who has the morale? Okay, Marajo has the morale has the discipline advantage. Morale is roughly the same. Tactics roughly the same. The big difference is Marajo has no cavalry. It is just pure infantry. Galicia Grande, they're struggling and they can't hold the line, man. It is too much. Marajo, they have 2 national ideas unlocked, and none of it is directly military, is like infantry combat ability or anything like that. But their armies move 15% faster. The only thing that Galicia Grande has is tolerance of the true faith. That's it. So their nation is not as restless. That's it. Peace was had between Fortru and Strathclyde. And Strathclyde was left with Cumbria in the Isles. That's it. Gwynedd, it was what I said earlier. They could not do anything to hold out. Not when Fortru is 1 military tech ahead, and they also get plus 30% land force limit. There was no way that Gwynedd was going to hold out. So, Strathclyde, your capital is now in Tenerife. And you have, for company, in Madeira, a nicely developed Madeira, Tausai. Tausai allied with Chichi and Dumnonia. Strathclyde allied with only Catalonia. A quick war over here. The Bastrioder took to war against Najd and won. It was just real fucking quick. Najd didn't want to stay at war too long, and the Bastrioder, they come through and they take. And now we have the strongest team on Earth. They're going after the S. And the S is fighting only the strongest team on Earth. And the S might be favored here because they are 1 military tech ahead. However, strongest team on Earth could call in Just Not. And if they do, I have a feeling that the S is going to be in rough waters. That's just what I'm thinking. Strongest team on Earth, they're defending in mountains, and the S attacking into horrible terrain. They get stack wiped. Strongest team on Earth in a dominating position now to just sweep through and occupy Panipat. I say Panipat in particular because that's the war goal. And then Yargyab, they did fully annex Sakya as was predicted. Just that siege of the capital took a long time. Alright, strongest team on Earth. Maybe they want to actually just finish off the military of the S. And there is the ally of Just Not. Just Not has joined the war, and this should be all but wrapped up for the S. Wu thinks they can go after the Metaslaves, since the Metaslaves lost a war against the Metaslavers. However, Wu, you must remember that these are the Metaslaves. They can pump out a lot of units or a lot of regiments with very little in the way of like, economy stopping them. I don't think you know what you're getting into, Wu. Sulu, with a big old name. Looks good. I think we'll go to about 1493. Yeah, we'll go to about 1493. We will relax there. What other wars do we got going on? Oh, Fortru, Memmingen, and Qixi are going after now Holland and Island. That's an interesting war. Hold on. And the other one, yeah, Marajo. They are actually going through and they are occupying most of Galicia Grande's land. In Galicia Grande, they can't do anything. I think that Marajo is going to take these two provinces and probably a lot more if I had to imagine. I don't think Galicia Grande can really do much of anything. Because once that capital is down, Marajo can then just go back and occupy the rest. Anyways, Holland over here getting assaulted by those of Fortru, and the naval AI has kicked into gear, and Holland is being fully invaded. A 3-star general, 6261, fighting against Fortru's 0020. However, quantity is its own quality, as they do say. And also, Holland is one military tech behind. Do you have any allies other than Island? No, you don't. Island can't transport all those troops over, so Holland, I think you're just alone in this. And I think Fortru, they're coming through and they're not stopping. The Highlanders, what can you do? The capital here at Den Haag it's tough to siege it down, but you know, Fortru, they have all the time in the world. Qixi, they are in this with Fortru, and they're just backing. They're ready to back up their ally. Yep, the S lost a very decent chunk of land, including their capital. Delhi is indeed in the hands of the strongest team on Earth. The Thunderdome evolves ever more, and Wu overestimated their power pretty much as was predicted, and the Meta slaves, they are going to be devouring more and more of that land. What's called the Golden Eighth, going after Shoshone once again. In Shoshone, there's no allies, so yeah, it's just, what do you do? The Golden Eighth is 2 military techs ahead. Arapaho and Pawnee are exchanging blows, seeing who's going to come out on top. And we'll stop in about October of this year. Yeah, it's getting interesting. More and more wars are happening, and more action is leading to some blows being exchanged. Holland is actually going after Memmingen, but Fortru is right here, ready to reinforce their ally. Holland, I admire the effort to try and distract Fortru, but yeah, that's game, set, and match. The Low Countries, the Low Countries, not as powerful as they once were. Safe to say. Ingria had a war with Strathclyde somehow, and Ingria lost these provinces, but I mean, if these provinces are going to revolt, can Strathclyde really, like, transport troops over when they revolt? Well, that's my question. We'll see, I guess. I don't know. But there it is, October 1493, and we'll leave it there. Wu is about to get annexed. Sulu's large and in charge, kind of. The S got pushed around by Just Not and the strongest team on Earth. What's it called? Sakya has been completely destroyed. Yargyab and Are You Okay have profited from the demise of Sakya. Basri Order, got a little bit of province, got three provinces. Three provinces from Najd. And what else do we have? Nothing in Africa really happened. Galicia Grande was almost entirely devoured by Marajo. And then we have Paraguay finally touching Lost Kemet, and Mapuche slowly expanding. And I have to say, I think the star of this episode, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the star of this episode, part 2, is Totonac. Because they won their second defensive war against Caddo, and then they won the second war against Paradox. And now Paradox is allied with Big Caddo. Campeche is also allied with Big Caddo. So it seems as though Caddo is now leading the anti-Totonac coalition, and I'm looking forward to what happens in the next war. As good as Totonac has had it so far, I don't know if they can survive a third round in the ring. But I guess we'll see what happens in the next part, though, because, I mean, it's only getting more interesting as the nations expand outward. I don't really think I have anything else to say, so let's look at that leaderboard, right? So, in first place is Fortru, second place is Gwyneth, third place is Strathclyde, fourth place is Armina, fifth place is Constantinopolitanum, sixth place is the Papal State, seventh place is Norge, eighth place is Wasconia-Gascony, ninth place is Catalonia, 10th place is the Metaslavers, 11th place is Memmingen, and 12th place is Tau Sai. That'll be all for now. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in part 3.